Today, I want to share some of the books that have been really impactful in my life. I always seem to get this question about which books have really changed the way I think, function, and what choices I choose to prioritize each and every single day. Everyone surely has their own visions, goals, and everyone has all these thoughts as far as where they sort of want to be in life. Each of these books are a little bit different. Some of them cater to self-development, communications, finances, psychology, and developing relationships with others. Personally, I feel that these subjects are the most important ones in life. When I first started working on my own business ventures, I was always trying to figure out ways to learn new skills and develop and expand my intellectual human capital. I didn't really know how I was going to do this, and I definitely knew I wasn't going to be able to do it alone. Personally, I don't know too many people that wanted to do the same things I did, or let alone have the same interests that I do. This is when books became really important to me. I always try to learn and process as much as I could, and every time someone I respected or looked up to recommended a book, I made sure to write it down in my journal to add it to a list of books that I would be purchasing later on. These are some of the books that have dramatically impacted and completely shifted the direction of my life. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. I'm not the best communicator and I don't really have too many friends. Oftentimes, I see myself having a difficult time even making friends, but this book has some great advice on helping people reach success within their business and personal lives. Everybody in the world is seeking happiness, and there's one sure way to find it. That is by controlling your thoughts. Happiness doesn't depend on outward conditions. It depends on inner conditions. Those inner conditions that you can improve on are your communication skills, and this book really does help you out with that, especially in this complex and competitive era we live in today. It's meant to help you work on your skills to get people to like you, win people to your way of thinking, and sort of change people without arousing resentment. Picking up this book will definitely help you interact with people better. Sometimes you want to make sure you're impressing someone specifically, whether that's your boss, someone you're trying to do business with, or this girl that you really like or something. You want to make sure you're communicating with these type of people in the proper manner. This book has definitely been beneficial for me, and I know it's changed a lot of other people's lives as well. The Dip by Seth Godin. I've been a big fan of Seth Godin for a while now, and he has many books that I enjoy reading. The Dip was a very short book, and it took me about a day to finish it. It speaks on what most creative people go through, whether you're an entrepreneur, business owner, or a CEO, and explains what happens when you get excited to work on a new project. To be a superstar, you must do something exceptional, not just survive the dip, but use the dip as an opportunity to create something so extraordinary that people can't help but talk about it, recommend it, and yes, choose it. When you first start out on a new project, you're very enthusiastic and excited. You plan things out, you start brainstorming all these fun and creative ideas until you reach a low point where things become challenging and most people give up. You reach this point known as the dip. This book is great because it tells you that sometimes it's okay to quit. It helps you figure out if some things are even worth sticking with. Everyone reaches a dip at some point in time. The difference is that the greatest innovators, creators, and entrepreneurs are the ones that can distinguish the differences between the two. Tim Ferriss's 4-Hour Workweek is a book that was very eye-opening for me. It made me think thoroughly on how I valued my time, my life, and my productivity. It wasn't just one of those books about making money and starting your own business, but more on creating one's own success while finding true purpose and fulfillment in your journey of life. For all the most important things, the timing always sucks. Waiting for a good time to quit your job, the stars will never align, and the traffic lights of life will never all be green at the same time. The universe doesn't conspire against you, but it doesn't go out of its way to line up the pins either. Conditions are never perfect. Someday is a disease that will take your dreams to the grave with you. Pro and con lists are just as bad. If it's important and you want to do it eventually, just do it and correct the course along the way. This book has been one of my all-time favorites. It's not even about the business ideas in this book, but more about the strategies on being more productive and efficient in everyday life. Personally, I'm really big on productivity, and I believe it plays a huge role in a person's success. When you look at all these big successful moguls like Bill Gates, Elon Musk, and Jeff Bezos, they've all been super successful from a business perspective. As much money as they have, they cannot buy more time within the day. Along with the rest of us, we all have the same 24 hours. This book opened up my eyes and helped me optimize each and every single day, whether that's looking at my email only twice throughout the day or turning off my phone and storing it away in my desk so I won't look at it 100 times while I have other things I need to do. The 4-hour work week has helped me improve my overall efficiency and has been highly beneficial for my self-productivity with taking on tasks and staying focused on them throughout the day. The power of habit. I was the type to set goals and to be very excited to start working on them, but sometimes I found myself having the difficulty finding the drive and motivation to continue pursuing the things I wanted to do. Champions don't do extraordinary things, they do ordinary things, but they do them without thinking, too fast for the other team to react. They follow the habits they've learned. Reading this book has helped me shift my mindset into using my core habits that I've already developed and applied this structure to everything else I wanted to achieve. Personally, I like to work out very consistently and have been doing so for years now. I don't have to do much thinking about it. I simply have my workout planned out for the day, go in the gym, and it's almost second nature to me. Routines become easier to stick to as you slowly develop other habits individually. This goes for pretty much everything. It doesn't matter if you want to get in shape or if you want to quit smoking or start your own business. Yes, it will be challenging at first, but you need to develop the mental state and give yourself a true reason to continue to strive towards what you want to accomplish. What I was able to take away from the power of habit is that you can accomplish a lot more than you think is possible when you work on developing good habits. Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki is the only personal finance book on my list. For a long time, I refused to take a step back and evaluate if I was on the right track financially. Even though I'm still pretty young, I've always been the type that's wanted to be in control of my money. I've read many personal finance and investing books, but this book specifically has completely transformed the way I value money and has made me realize how important it is to be financially educated. In school, we learn that mistakes are bad and we are punished for making them. Yet, if you look at the way humans are designed to learn, we learn by making mistakes. We learn to walk by falling down. If we never fell down, we would never walk. You don't have to be the type of person that enjoys finance books or be the type of person that thinks about money every single day, but if you are going to read just one finance book, this one is a must. I almost wish that the principles in this book were taught in school or that this book was a requirement to read in school, but sadly it isn't. Rich Dad Poor Dad explains how important it is to be educated with your money, and as much as some people hate thinking about money, it's definitely important to learn and know how money works, because whether you like it or not, the world sort of does revolve around money. The mindset that Robert Kiyosaki teaches you in this book has been really life-changing for me, because I've realized early in life that you do not have to go the traditional route that society tries to push on you, that a college degree is not a prerequisite in order to be successful. This book shows you how to fix your financial situation and to get your money to work hard for you just like you worked hard for it. After reading this book, I realized that there was an ability for a normal everyday person to have a tremendous amount of freedom by just eliminating and staying out of all debt. What are some books that have made the biggest impact on your life? Leave your suggestions down below. I'll see you guys next time.